You've been feeling it, haven't you? That tug in your chest whenever his name pops into your mind. That understanding that something deeper is going on here, something your rational mind can't quite grasp. The angels tell me this connection wasn't a coincidence. You were brought into his life by divine design. He's been trying to convince himself that he can move on. He's deleted your number, avoided places where you might be, and filled his day with distractions. But here's what the angels want you to know. His soul recognizes yours. And souls don't forget. You see, some connections go beyond the physical. They're written in the stars, ordained long before either of you took your first breath. This isn't just attraction or infatuation. This is recognition. His spirit knows it belongs with yours, even when his mind is fighting against it. The angels say he dreams of you in ways that wake him up. Your energy follows him into his sleep, into his quiet moments, into the spaces between his thoughts. He's never felt anything like what you stir in him. It terrifies him because it's more significant than anything he's ever experienced. You didn't have to chase him or persuade him. Your very existence shifted something fundamental inside of him. That's not ordinary. That's sacred. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29 verse 11. His heart is a fortress built from years of disappointment. The angels show me walls constructed brick by brick, every betrayal, every moment he was made to feel too much or not enough. These aren't just fears. They're survival mechanisms that once protected a younger version of himself. He looks at what you offer, this pure, radiant love, and part of him wants to run toward it while another part wants to run away. Because accepting your love means dismantling everything he's built to keep himself safe. It means admitting he's been living only half a life. The angels whisper that his father never showed him how a man can receive love without losing himself. His past relationships taught him that vulnerability equals pain. So when you appeared with your open heart and genuine affection, it triggered every protective instinct he spent years perfecting. But here's what's breaking those walls down: your consistency. You don't punish him for his fears. You don't try to force your way in. Your love is patient, like sunlight slowly warming a frozen garden. And that's exactly what his soul has been craving without even realizing it. He's never met someone who loves the way you do, without an agenda, without trying to change him. You see his potential and his pain with equal compassion. That kind of love is healing him whether he admits it or not. Some nights he stares at the ceiling thinking about how different his life could be with you in it. How peaceful. How real. The angels need you to hear this clearly. Loving someone doesn't mean dimming your own light. You are not responsible for healing his wounds or fixing his fears. Your job is to remain radiant, whole, and true to yourself while he does his own inner work. I see you, beautiful soul. You've been wondering if you should reach out, if you should make it easier for him, if you should prove your worth somehow. Stop. Your worth was never in question. The divine placed you in his life as a catalyst, not a cure. You are not his therapist, his mother, or his salvation project. You are a magnificent woman who deserves to be chosen enthusiastically, not reluctantly. While he's wrestling with his demons, you get to live your full, beautiful life. The angels say, water your own garden. Pursue your dreams. Laugh with your friends. Travel to places that call to your soul. Fall in love with your own company. When you're living authentically, you become irresistible, not because you're trying to attract him, but because you're aligned with your highest self. Your energy affects everything around you. When you're in your power, confident and joyful, it creates a ripple effect. He feels it even from a distance. Your happiness becomes proof that the kind of love you offer is real and possible. Don't wait for him to be ready before you start living. Your life is happening now. Your joy matters now. You matter now, with or without him. Your presence in his life has become a spiritual mirror, reflecting back everything he's tried to hide from himself. The angels show me how your authenticity forces him to confront his own masks, his own pretenses, his own half-truths. When he's with you, he can't maintain the persona he's crafted for the world. Your energy is too pure, too real. It strips away his defenses and reveals who he really is beneath all the protection. This is why being around you feels both intoxicating and terrifying. You represent everything he's always wanted, but never believed he deserved. Your love shines a light on the parts of himself he's learned to reject, his sensitivity, his need for connection, his capacity for deep feeling. For years, he's been told these qualities make him weak. But in your eyes, he sees them as strengths. The angels whisper that you're triggering his spiritual awakening. Every conversation with you, every moment in your presence, cracks open something inside him that's been dormant for years. This isn't comfortable growth. It's earth-shattering transformation. He sees how naturally love flows from you, how easily you give and receive affection, and how comfortable you are with intimacy. It makes him realize just how emotionally closed off he has become, how much of his heart he has kept locked away. Your very existence challenges his belief that love always ends in pain. You're living proof that genuine, unconditional love exists. Something is shifting inside him, and the angels want you to recognize the signs. He's started questioning things he never thought to question before. The life he built suddenly feels hollow compared to the depth you've shown him is possible. He finds himself wanting to be a better man, not to impress you, but because your presence has awakened something that was dormant in his soul. He's reevaluating his habits, his relationships, and his choices with fresh eyes, eyes that have witnessed what authentic love looks like. The angels show me small but significant changes. He's been kinder to strangers, more honest in conversations, and less tolerant of superficial connections. Your energy is rewiring his entire system, teaching him that vulnerability isn't weakness, it's courage. He's starting to pray again, or meditate, or simply sit in silence asking the universe for guidance. He's never been this confused about what he truly wants, but he's also never been this clear about what matters. And what matters is you. There are moments when he almost calls you, almost shows up at your door, and almost lets his guard down completely. He gets to the edge of surrender and then pulls back, but each time he gets a little closer to taking the leap. The angels say his awakening cannot be rushed. Like a butterfly emerging from its cocoon, this transformation has its own divine timing. But it's happening. Every day, he's becoming more of the man who can meet you where you are. Trust the process. Trust his journey. Trust that love always finds a way. The angels want you to understand his pattern. He draws close, then pulls away. He gets vulnerable, then builds walls. He opens his heart, then slams it shut. This isn't rejection, it's recalibration. Each time he retreats, he's not running from you. He's running from the intensity of what you make him feel. Your love is so pure and overwhelming that his nervous system needs time to adjust. Think of it like staring directly into the sun. Too much brilliance at once can be blinding. His wounded parts are convinced that if he lets you all the way in, you'll eventually leave like the others did. So he creates distance as a test. If you disappear during his withdrawal, it proves his fears were right. If you stay patient and loving, it slowly rewrites his programming. The angels show me his internal war. One part desperately wants to surrender to this love, while another part screams warnings about getting hurt again. Some days, love wins. Some days, fear wins. But with each cycle, love gets a little stronger. When he pulls back, he's not forgetting you. He's thinking about you constantly and missing you intensely, but he's fighting the urge to reach out because he doesn't trust himself not to hurt you with his inconsistency. This push and pull isn't personal. It's generational trauma, past life karma, soul lessons playing out in real time. Your steady presence is slowly healing patterns that have been repeating for lifetimes. Don't take his resistance as evidence that he doesn't care. Take it as evidence of how deeply he does. The angels reveal something beautiful. Your love is healing him in ways you can't see. Every moment of patience, every act of kindness, and every time you choose understanding over reaction, it's medicine for his wounded soul. He's never experienced love without conditions, without expectations, and without demands for him to be different than he is. Your acceptance is literally rewiring his nervous system, teaching his body that safety and love can coexist. When you smile at him, something inside him remembers what peace feels like. When you speak gently, the harsh voices from his past grow quieter. When you touch him, even if it's just casually, his body learns that human contact doesn't have to hurt. The angels show me how your energy works like spiritual acupuncture, finding the exact pressure points in his heart that need healing. You don't even realize you're doing it. Your natural way of being is the antidote to everything that has wounded him. He's starting to sleep better since you've been in his life. His dreams are softer. The anxiety that used to grip his chest is loosening. He finds himself humming songs, something he hasn't done in years. Your love isn't trying to fix him because you don't see him as broken. You see him as whole, worthy, enough, exactly as he is. That kind of unconditional acceptance is revolutionary for someone who has spent years believing he needs to earn love. He's healing whether he admits it or not. Your presence in his life is a gift from the divine. The angels whisper a sacred truth. This connection was orchestrated by forces far greater than human understanding. Every seemingly random moment that brought you together was carefully arranged by divine hands. You met him at just the right moment when his soul was ready to begin healing, and when your heart was strong enough to hold space for his transformation. Not a moment sooner, not a moment later. The timing was perfect, even if it doesn't feel that way. The universe has been preparing both of you for this love story. Your past relationships, your individual growth, your separate journeys, they were all leading to this moment when your paths would cross and everything would change. The angels say there's a plan unfolding that your human minds can't fully comprehend. Trust it. Even when his behavior confuses you, even when progress feels slow, even when doubt creeps in, remember that you're both being guided by something infinitely wise and loving. Every setback is actually a setup for a deeper breakthrough. Every moment of separation creates space for a more profound reunion. Every challenge you face together strengthens the foundation of what you're building. Divine timing doesn't operate on human schedules. It operates on soul readiness. And both of your souls are being prepared for a love that will surpass anything either of you has ever experienced. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6. The angels reveal his deepest truth. He wants to love you completely, but he's terrified of what complete love requires. Vulnerability. The very thing that wounded him is the only thing that will heal him. He lies awake imagining what it would feel like to tell you everything. His fears, his dreams, his shame, his hope. To let you see the parts of himself he's never shown anyone. It thrills and terrifies him at the same time. There's a battle happening inside him between his desire to merge souls with you and his need to protect the tender places that still hurt. He wants to give you his whole heart, but he's spent so long guarding it that opening up feels like emotional surgery without anesthesia. The angels whisper that he's never wanted anything more than he wants to trust you with his truth. But trust feels like standing on the edge of a cliff, knowing that taking the leap might save him or destroy him. He sees how easily vulnerability comes to you, how naturally you share your feelings, and he envies that freedom. He's forgotten how to be emotionally open. He's learned to perform strength instead of truly feeling his emotions. But your love is teaching him that vulnerability isn't a weakness, it's the birthplace of intimacy. Every time you're authentic with him, you're showing him it's safe to be real in return. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Joshua 1 verse 9. The breakthrough is coming. His heart is ready to break open. The angels deliver their final message with infinite tenderness. Surrender the outcome and trust the love. What's meant for you will never pass you by, and what passes you by was never truly yours. You've done everything right, beautiful soul. You've loved with an open heart, maintained your boundaries, honored your worth, and trusted the process. Now comes the hardest part, letting go of controlling how this story ends. If he's your person, nothing can stop that divine appointment. Not his fears, not his timing, not his resistance. The universe is far more powerful than human limitations. Love that's destined will find its way, even through the most complicated circumstances. If he's not your person, then someone even better aligned with your soul is being prepared for you. Someone who won't need to be convinced of your value, who won't hesitate to choose you, and who will meet your love with equal enthusiasm. The angels say, release him with love. Release the timeline with trust. Release the need to know how it ends with faith that everything is unfolding perfectly. Your job now is to live so fully, love so freely, and shine so brightly that you become magnetic to everything that's truly meant for you. Whether that's him transformed, someone new entirely, or a beautiful season of self-discovery. What's yours will find you. What's not yours will free you for something better. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. Romans 8 verse 28. Trust the love. Trust the timing. Trust your beautiful, worthy heart.